First item on the agenda is item 1 is consideration of the minutes of the meeting held on August the 11th, 2023. I'll entertain a motion from the commission regarding the minutes.
Move to adopt the minutes of the August 11th, 2023.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor of adopting the minutes signify by the voting sign. All opposed? None. All right, that brings us to item 2, elections. The commission will consider the election of a commission chair and a commission vice chair. I'll entertain a motion from the commission regarding election of a chair.
Move to accept, move to accept, A. Frank McFadden. Yep.
As chair, do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Call for the question. All in favor of accepting Frank McFadden as chair of the commission, signify by the voting sign. All opposed? The motion carried with one abstention. Condolences.
Condolences.
All right. Now that brings us to the consideration of the vice chair, election of a vice chair. Do I have a motion to accept someone as vice chair?
Mr. Chairman, I move to accept Kevin McKinstry as vice chair of the commission.
Second.
Any discussion? Call for the question. All in favor of Kevin McKinstry as vice chair, signify by the voting sign. It was unanimous.
I do have an order for that.
Oh, okay.
The hot seat here. Yes,
That's
hot
right.
seat.
I've warmed it sufficiently for you.
You do know when you put a freshman quarterback in the game, what can happen, fumbles and interceptions, so beware. Appreciate y'all's confidence. You just didn't want to do it. Well, that was obvious. Miss Miller here.
They're gonna come over when Mrs. Miller gets.
Okay, all right. Okay, then we'll go ahead with agenda item number 3, the report from the ADEM director.
Good morning and welcome to the first meeting of the Alabama Environmental Management Commission for fiscal year 2024. Before beginning today's report, I want to express to the family of Dr. Miller our sincere condolences and at the passing of such a great physician, humanitarian, Christian, and Environmental Management Commission member. He provided great counsel to me for for 13 years, and I will miss him. And when all of the family is able to be here, please interrupt my report, and I know that the commission has a resolution they'd like to read to the family. But my personal condolences at his passing. I did want to open with that. Today we'll review, and as soon as they are available, please notify me, and I'll pause my report. Today we'll review the proposed 2024 Unified Strategic Plan developed by the Commission-appointed ad hoc committee in cooperation with the department. As is done the first meeting of the fiscal year, today's report will also review how the department is done against its FY 2023 annual operating plan and report to you departmental plans for the coming year. As I begin, I do want to let you know that today's report will be longer than usual because we'll be covering both the strategic plan and the department's operating plans for 23 and 24. So be forewarned on that. Oh, here we are.
Come in, glad to have
Please,
you.
we're so pleased that you all could be here. You can come on, bring the youngster up here.
No age, no age minimum.
We're used to that. For you who just came in of Dr. Miller's family, I do want to express the condolences on behalf of the department and to tell you how much he was appreciated here and by all who met him. He was a great physician, humanitarian, Christian, and environmental management commission. And I have a personal relationship with him, and I will miss him greatly. He was a fine man, and helped me in many, many ways. But Chair, would you like to?
Yeah. So we have.
You're perfectly welcome to go about the rest of your day with no offense by anybody.
So we have a resolution that we need to vote on, and then we'll read it. Most of you have probably seen it. The resolution is, of course, in honor of Dr. Miller, posthumous recognition of him. And we'll read it when the family gets up, if that's okay. If we can go ahead and vote on it. If any of you would rather me read it now or whatever, we can do that. But I think most of you have seen it. So do I have a motion to move to adopt the resolution for a posthumous recognition of former commission member Samuel L. Miller, M.D.?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and had a second, I believe. Any discussion on this? All right, call for the question. All in favor, signify with the sign. Okay. Anybody opposed? Of course not. Motion passes.
Frank, I'll get y'all to sign this one copy, okay?
And if we have a paperwork reduction act in place. All right. Okay. Yeah. Would you all come up and Lance, would you join us and that resolution?
Crazy about him.
What's this?
This is John Owen.
All right, where did the resolution go?
All framed already.
Yeah. All right, so let me read the resolution we just voted on. Whereas Samuel L. Miller, M.D. was a dedicated public servant. Among his areas of public service was the environmental management Commission of the Alabama Department of Environmental Management, and whereas Dr. Miller served on the commission in the position from October 2010 until September 2023. And whereas Dr. Miller served conscientiously in the leadership positions of the commission's chair, vice chair, chair of the Personnel Committee, and as a member of the Personnel Rulemaking, and Strategic Planning Committees. And whereas Dr. Miller consistently met his obligations as a commissioner to the people of Alabama and the environment. And whereas Dr. Miller will be greatly missed and fondly remembered by his fellow commissioners, the commission's legal counsels and assistant director, deputy director, supervisors, and staff of the Alabama Department of Environmental Management, and many within the government regulated in environmental communities now, therefore, be it resolved that the Alabama Environmental Management Commission expresses appreciation for Dr. Miller's contributions and friendship and offers its condolences for his loss to his family. Done this 13th day of October 2023.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Yeah, let's do it.
My husband was very serious about ADEM. He took it seriously, he worked on it, he researched it, and it was an honor to him to be asked to serve in this capacity. And he didn't take it lightly, and he did consider it a very high honor, and he never missed. I remember the last time he came, it was not long before he passed, and I drove him up, and he got out and came in, and his suit was so big he looked like a vagabond, but he was not going to miss a meeting. He was very dedicated, and very grateful for that. And we thank you for putting him in the position that he was in to be able to do the things that he enjoyed doing. So thank you very much. He would be very proud and very humbled by this. So thank you very much.
Pam, at the last meeting, before the meeting, we met and talked, and I said, Sam, you've been going through a lot of difficult times with your chemotherapy and radiation and so forth, and that I said, you've earned an excused absence. It's very difficult for you to get around, so you have an excused absence. He said, nope, I'm coming. He was a trooper. He was a real trooper. And I speak for all of us here. We really, really appreciated the opportunity to know him and be with him. Okay, well, down to the other business that we have going today. Once again, you may not know what you're in for with a report today, but do feel free to stay or go about the rest of your day as you may. Okay.
Maybe not.
You've been forewarned. You've been forewarned. Okay. Picking up, before each of the 6 commission meetings during the year, you receive a written memorandum that updates you on progress toward meeting the objectives set out in the current operating plan. Through those memoranda, the commission, as well as the public, has the means to hold the department accountable for our performance throughout the year. It's been our 5 years since the 2019 Unified Strategic Plan was adopted, so as set out in the ADEM Administrative Code, it's now time to update the plan. At the August Commission meeting, the Strategic Planning Ad Hoc Committee was appointed to work with the department to update the 2019 Unified Strategic Plan. The public was also invited to provide input to the plan. As part of the process to develop the proposed 2024 Unified Strategic Plan, EPA's recently released 2022 through 2026 strategic plan was reviewed for consistency. You've received a red line copy of the proposed 2024 Unified Strategic Plan, and copies of the proposed plan are available on the table in the lobby to any interested party. Later in the agenda for today's meeting, the Commission will receive a recommendation from the Commission's Strategic Planning Ad Hoc Committee regarding the proposed 2024 Unified Strategic Plan. It's anticipated the Commission will consider adopting the 2024 Unified Strategic Plan at its meeting on December 8, 2023. I'll walk you through the major sections of the proposed plan. The plan begins by setting out certain foundational elements. First, the mission, values, and operating guidelines for the Commission and the Department. Next, the roles of the Commission and the Department. And third, the vision for achieving the most meaningful results for the environment. The mission, as set out in the statute that created the Commission and the Department, is assure for all citizens of the state a safe, healthful, and productive environment. The values that guide the operation of the Commission and the Department are science-based decisions on policies, mutually respecting the differing roles of the Commission and the Department, transparent communication, using resources wisely, and acting on agreed-upon goals. The second foundational element of the Unified Strategic Plan deals with the roles of the Commission and the Department. It begins by recognizing that the Commission and the Department have differing roles. The Commission's role is to set environmental policy by promulgating rules, which is a legislative-like function, hearing appeals of administrative actions, which is a judicial-like function, and managing the director of the department, which is an executive oversight role. The department's role is to implement Commission policy by developing science-based standards, managing permitting, making compliance determinations, and taking necessary enforcement actions. Finally, it is the department's role to provide timely, quality information to the Commission to assist in policy-setting decisions. The third foundational element is the vision for achieving the most meaningful results for the environment, which is focused individually on air, land, and water media. For the air media, it is meeting or beating federal ambient air quality standards. For the land media, it is the safe and responsible management and disposal of solid and hazardous waste, cleaning up and redeveloping contaminated sites, and promoting recycling. For the water media, it is attainment of water quality standards in all use classifications and minimizing the effects of stormwater runoff. The vision for achieving results in the water media includes utilizing the state revolving fund programs to improve infrastructure. These three components are foundational and are constant in each update of the Unified Strategic Plan. The broad long-range goals in the Unified Strategic Plan are an effective and responsive Commission, a high-performing work environment, credible relationships with external stakeholders, and efficient and effective departmental operations. Significant progress toward achieving these key goals has been made during the last 5 years, covered by the 2019 Strategic Plan. However, the goals remain relevant and are being reaffirmed in the 2024 update. Several additional statements have been added within the key goals that primarily reflect what has been long-standing practice in areas such as fair treatment in all that we do, coordination with other branches of state government, a focus on sustainability and the long term, and providing technical assistance to communities, including the regulated community. Likewise, the broad strategies for achieving those goals are being reaffirmed with some supplemental statements. Those strategies and a brief synopsis of the newly added language include effective communication between the Commission and the Department, with in addition recognizing the Personnel Committee has been replaced with a process by which the Commission as a body will review the Director's performance. Effectively addressing emerging issues, regulations, and interaction with the public, now including some examples of standardized practices. Robust departmental support for the Commission, with additional language noting the Director is expected to provide the Commission information on proposed rules. Steady department focus on goals. Maintaining high-quality departmental operations, again with new language, providing an example of quality assurance measures and recognizing proper laboratory and other physical facilities are necessary to support departmental operations, and taking all necessary steps to assure high levels of regulated industry compliance, now noting that this occurs through graduated enforcement and informal enforcement. Additional details regarding each of the goals and the strategies for achieving those goals are set out in the proposed 2024 Unified Strategic Plan document you have been provided. In December, the Commission meeting, you will be voting on the 2024 update to the Unified Strategic Plan, as is done every 5 years. Moving now to the Department's annual operating plans that set out specific annual objectives to achieve the long-term goals in the 5-year strategic plan. I'll review how we did in implementing the Department's FY 2023 annual operating plan and what the new FY 2024 operating plan seeks to accomplish. The goals in the Department's annual operating plan are the same as those in the proposed 2024 5-year Unified Strategic Plan. The strategic plan and each annual operating plan shared goals are effective and responsive commission, high-performing work environment, credible relationships with external stakeholders, and efficient and effective departmental operations. The Department's annual operating plan has objectives that can be categorized in 2 ways: those that are continuous and those that have a finite completion time frame. Continuous objectives are those in the operating plan every year. These are activities like communication practices, promoting professional development, regularly measuring performance, public activities, innovation, and the like. Finite objectives include such activities as completing construction on physical facilities, implementing specific new programs or systems, technology upgrades, and the like. The FY 2023 operating plan had 110 objectives, with 65 categorized as continuous and 45 with a finite completion schedule. With one exception, all finite objectives due to be completed in 23 were accomplished and planned progress on other objectives was achieved. The FY 24 operating plan has 121 itemized objectives, of which 55 have a finite completion schedule. The next several slides will recap some of the individual FY 2023 departmental operating plan objectives accomplished during the past fiscal year and provide a general description of some of the new objectives in the FY 24 plan. The objectives are grouped under the 4 broad shared goals in the Unified 5-year Strategic Plan. The first goal in the Department's annual operating plan is to have an effective and responsive commission. To achieve this goal, there must be effective communication between me as director and each of the 7 commissioners. This involves a set of ongoing objectives that continue year to year. The Commission and the public are provided a written schedule of all anticipated rulemaking well before proposed rules are formally presented. Before each of the 6 regularly scheduled Commission meetings, The ongoing rulemaking information memo is sent to each commissioner and posted on the ADEM website. This practice will continue. The director will continue one-on-one meetings 6 times per year with each commissioner to discuss the latest issues confronting the department and affecting our environment. As in the past, the director will provide a written memorandum called ADEM Update prior to each commission meeting, highlighting significant new activities in each of the department's 5 divisions and addressing interim progress on individual objectives set out in the department's annual operating plan. And the director will deliver a report at each commission meeting. The reports will include a review of standard EPA performance metrics, an analysis of the state of the environment in Alabama, and other current environmental topics. Each of the objectives was accomplished in 2023 and will continue as objectives in FY24. The ongoing rulemaking memo, the ADEM update memo, and the director's reports are available to any interested party on the ADEM website and in e-file under the heading Director's Correspondence. Goal 2, High Performing Work Environment, has several subgroups or objectives that focus on resource management, including financial, physical, and human resources. Other objectives under this goal focus on management activities that promote high performance. There are both ongoing objectives that are the same year to year and fixed horizon objectives that are to be accomplished within a specific time frame that may be 1 or more years. On the financial and physical resources side, as was the case in FY 2023, the department successfully worked with the governor's office, legislative leadership, and interested non-governmental individuals and entities to obtain the department's FY 24 general fund appropriation of $4.7 million, which represents about 7% of our operating budget. In FY 2023, the department was also successful in obtaining nearly $1.8 million in competitive grants in addition to our general fund appropriation and the normal programmatic funding from EPA. In FY 2023, we also made progress on our largest physical resource upgrade, the $12 million multi-year Mobile field office development, funded primarily by Restore Act grants and the Alabama Legislative General Fund. That project is now 95% complete. Here's an aerial photo of the Mobile field office from a few weeks ago showing the north side of the main building. The main entrance is on the right at the center of the distinctive curved front wall facing on Broad Street. All the exterior glass windows and doors have been installed. The glass partitions on the hallway side of the individual offices have also been installed, as you see in this photo. This slide shows the laboratory area where the lab benches have been installed, along with plumbing and piping for various lab gases that are being installed. In the human resource management effort to promote high-performing work environment, the department has continued to recruit interns and co-op students with the objective of encouraging the most talented candidates to become permanent employees when they graduate. During 2023, we were able to recruit 9 interns and co-ops. The department has and will continue to focus on advancing diversity within the department through specific initiatives, including recruiting at all Alabama and many out-of-state historically black colleges and universities. We recruit minority candidates from many other regional colleges and universities as well. In keeping with the current trend in recruiting, we are also using online recruiting services. Another ongoing objective in the management of human resources is to promote professional development of our workforce, which is necessary to support a high-performing organization. Progress made includes, during FY23, 27 individuals completed a voluntary leadership training program developed by the department in cooperation with Auburn University Montgomery. The program trains ADEM professional staff who have not yet become managers. In total, 141 personnel have completed the program since its inauguration in 2019. The FY24 operating plan continues the leadership training initiative. All our managers have completed the course in how to manage a remote workforce. Approximately 54% of our personnel are able to telework either 1 or 2 days per week. In FY 2023, 22 individuals took advantage of the opportunity for specialized training to become professional geologist or professional engineer. That program will continue in FY 24. In FY 23, we introduced you to 2 individuals who earned PG or professional geologist accreditation. Today, I'm pleased to introduce you to Dusty Hawkins, who completed the education, work experience, and rigorous testing required to earn the designation of professional geologist. Dusty, would you please stand? Congratulations. It's a long, hard road. I know you worked hard for it. We currently have 4 individuals in the Certified Public Managers, or CPM 1 accreditation program, and 4 more in the Advanced CPM 2 program. They will graduate later this month, and I will introduce them individually at the December commission meeting. This list of professional development objectives does not include the numerous continuing education programs our personnel engage in to maintain their accreditations. The FY24 operating plan will continue to emphasize professional development. Also within the broad goal of promoting high-performing work environment, we will continue the practice of presenting updated standard EPA dashboard analyses for the air, water, hazardous waste, and drinking water programs at commission meetings. We present these metrics to keep the commission and the public informed about performance, but, as importantly, the department uses the dashboard to track its results, which is a necessary activity if we are to continue being a high-performing organization. The most recent dashboard updates show the department continues to beat national averages. Finally, innovation is an important objective within the goal of achieving a high-performing work environment. As is typical, ideas generated in FY22 and 23 gave rise to innovations in FY23 and 24. For example, partnering with counties to identify and clean up unauthorized dumps, development of a CPM refresher course, initiating grant writing workshops for city and county officials, initiating an unmanned aerial vehicle test program, and expanding public awareness of water quality information by distributing cards with each Alabama boating and fishing license issued, and initiating a digital campaign to generate internet impressions to link to water quality information on the ADEM website. Maintaining a high-performing organization requires continual improvement. Many of the objectives in the high-performing work environment goal, which include providing financial, physical, and human resources, using data-driven performance measures, and promoting innovation, are ongoing endeavors and continue to move us forward, but by their nature are never fully completed. For that reason, a number of the 30 objectives in the FY24 within this broad goal remain the same as they were in FY23. The third goal is credible relationships with external stakeholders. Objectives to achieve this operating plan goal include engaging at least twice per year with all interested regulated industry groups, as well as meetings with elected officials, state agencies, civic groups, and any group or individual interested in working with the department on environmental issues. That objective was achieved in FY23 and continues to be an objective in FY24. For several years, we've been working with outside advisors to improve communications with the public. That effort is showing results and will continue to be a priority in the FY24 operating plan. We plan to continue engaging with specific community stakeholder groups, including low-income, minority, and disadvantaged communities. A detailed update on the department's activities to promote outreach and fair treatment to those groups was presented at the August Commission meeting. The FY23 and the planned FY24 activities include formal environmental justice training for all ADEM employees, formal training in diversity, equity, and inclusion for all employees, updating and publishing on our website the community engagement document that provides the public a way to track the many ways the department goes about creating credible relationships with external stakeholders. The FY24 operating plan continues objectives to build credible relationships with external stakeholders, utilizing the internet by encouraging the public to use e-maps, e-file, what's happening in your county, water quality information, e-complaint, and other applications available on our website to help citizens access information about their specific geographic areas of interest and, if needed, to voice their concerns. Encouraging the public to view the live streaming of commission meetings and rulemaking hearings on our website is another item. The planned upgrade to our website to make it more user-friendly has been delayed in part to fully implement the Alabama Environmental Permitting and Compliance System software upgrades so the website upgrades can incorporate the new features available from the APACS program. Although the goal of credible relationships with external stakeholders includes 50 discrete objectives set out in the 24 operating plan, we continue to build that effort. The fourth and final ADEM operating plan goal is efficient and effective departmental operations. This is a critical element in the department's efforts to provide high-quality, cost-effective services to Alabama citizens. A major objective under this goal is to meet or exceed our detailed annual work plan commitments with EPA. Specific work plans are negotiated with EPA for the NPDES water program, the drinking water program under the Safe Drinking Water Act, the air program under the Clean Air Act, and hazardous waste program under the Resource Conservation and Recovery Act. With one exception, the department met all work plan commitments in 2023. The one exception is that 2 out of the 320 indirect dischargers that send treated wastewater into public wastewater treatment facilities were not inspected during FY23. This occurred as a result of a reassignment of inspectors that was miscommunicated. Both facilities have now been inspected. Meeting or exceeding EPA work plan commitments continues to be an objective for FY24. For more than a decade, ADEM has invested considerable resources in electronic tools to promote public outreach and to improve the efficiency of our day-to-day work output. That investment in automation has allowed us to become the lowest cost provider of environmental regulation in the nation while maintaining among the highest quality performance in the nation. Some of the initiatives include the high-priority multi-year objective for the development and implementation of a new generation of computer software begun in FY 2020 that is ongoing. Fiscal 23 milestones were met and the project is scheduled to be complete by calendar year end 24. With greater automation and increasing remote work, maintaining cybersecurity measures, including secure communication and data storage, as well as overall system backup, are important ongoing objectives in the operating plan. In FY23, an independent, comprehensive cybersecurity review was completed, which resulted in the addition of 2 full-time equivalents to oversee various cybersecurity programs. Other objectives under the efficient and effective departmental operations goal completed in 2023 include upgrading the electronic drinking water reporting system to inventory drinking water lead service lines, updating and implementing the planned laboratory equipment replacement schedule. Objectives from FY23 that will continue in FY24 include continuing implementation of the American Rescue Plan, Bipartisan Infrastructure Plan, and State Revolving Fund loan programs to help address deteriorating water and wastewater infrastructure, especially in disadvantaged and small communities. Regional formal and informal internal communication, formal and informal internal communication. Implementing the Apex conversion for solid waste and other land programs, the CAFO program, and the AIR program. Initiating updates to ADEM rules to conform to federal rules, rationalize rules where needed, and improve regulatory oversight. Some of the new FY24 objectives for efficient and effective departmental operations include implement the new in-state and out-of-state travel optimization program, upgrade the phone system with a cloud-based solution, undertake updates to the beneficial use program based on results from an Auburn University odor reduction research project, and determine the availability or applicability of artificial intelligence in permitting, compliance, and enforcement. Altogether, the goal of efficient and effective departmental operation includes 38 individual objectives set out in the FY24 operating plan. Additional information on meeting the 110 objectives in our FY23 operating plan is available in the 6 ADEM update reports mentioned earlier, which were prepared during FY23. Once again, these are available on the ADEM website. You receive copies of the FY24 departmental operating plan with its 121 individual objectives. Additional copies are available on the table outside the meeting room for others who may be interested. While development of the department's annual operating plan is an annual activity, many of the initiatives focus on positioning the department to be a high-achieving organization for the long term. That long-term focus involves developing our future leaders through education and recognizing their accomplishments, establishing a routine of regularly measuring performance, embracing innovation, including modern leading-edge automation to allow high performance despite extremely low funding, building lasting relationships with various stakeholder groups, and providing the physical facilities and other tools necessary to accomplish the department's mission. The FY24 operating plan undertakings are ambitious. We are committed to performing to the same high standard as in FY23. That concludes today's long report. I'll be pleased to answer any questions. Okay, thank you.
Okay, back up and pick up agenda item number 4, that was report from the commission chair, and I have no report. So we will then jump over to item number 6. Debbie, keep me straight here if I'm getting out of line here, but I think we're at item 6, the ADEM Director Job Performance Evaluation. And Chair notes that the Commission is concluding an evaluation of Director LaFleur's job performance as part of the ADEM Director Job Performance Evaluation. And that 16 written comments were received regarding Director LaFleur's job performance, and those have been provided to the Commissioners and the Director and considered as part of the evaluation. So I suggest if there are no objections from the Commission, I will meet with the Director regarding his evaluation and execute the verification of understanding between the Commission and the Director regarding the results of his evaluation. Does anybody have a different opinion? Okay. All right. So the Chair notes that the evaluation of the Director may or may not include consideration of an adjustment to the Director's salary, reminding the Commission that Director LaFleur is currently in step 17 of pay grade 91, And the chair adds that step 17 of pay grade 91 increased from $192,645.60 to $196,497.60, effective 9/1 of '23, due to an increase, due to an across-the-board increase of living, cost of living increase of 2% for state employees by the Alabama legislature. Chair notes that step 18 of pay grade 91 is a per year salary of $201,511.20. Step 19 is a per year salary of $206,606.40. So, are there any comments from the commissioners and any discussion related to the evaluation of our director? All right, so we'll need a motion, which includes the three options of basically move to approve a salary advance, two steps, step 19 and pay grade 91 of $206,606.40, or approve the salary advance, one-step advance to step 18 in pay grade 91. That would result in a per year salary of $201,511.20, or move for no salary advance for the director for his evaluation. Have a motion on that.
Move to approve the salary advance for director of the board of two steps to step 19 and pay grade 91, per year salary of $206,606.40.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right. Any discussion regarding this? Okay, call for the question. All in favor of increasing or increasing the salary to two steps, step 19 and pay grade 91, as a per year salary of $206,606.40, signify with the sign. Any opposed? Seeing none. Motion is approved. Sign the paperwork. Moving on to agenda item 7. This is a report and possible recommendations from the Strategic Planning Ad Hoc Committee regarding the adoption of the draft 2024 AEMC ADEM Unified Strategic Plan by the Commission. And the chairman of that ad hoc committee was Kevin McKinstry. So, Kevin?
Mr. Chairman, the committee met this morning, and our recommendation was to adopt the 2024 Unified Strategic Plan at the December 8th, 2023 AEMC meeting.
Second.
Have a second. Any discussion on this? By the way? All in favor? Signify with the sign. All opposed? So that passes. Some more paperwork. Okay, go on to agenda item number 8. Any other business come before the commission? None. Future business, item number 9. Note the next commission meeting is December 8th, 2023. And we expect everyone can make that. Anyone know they cannot make it? So we should have a quorum, all right?
I know I did not.
You cannot.
That may change.
We might Zoom you in or something.
I don't think the judge is gonna allow that.
Well, that makes sense too, Lanier. Okay, the public comment period is next, and as I understand it, we have no one that signed up to make a statement or anything, so the only thing left is to adjourn. And second that, everybody seconds that, and one brief statement of discussion before we vote. We appreciate the Miller family, Ms. Pam.
We have a new respect.
Well, and you should be here at some other meetings, but we appreciate you all coming, and it says a whole lot about Sam, that his family is so supportive at an event like this, that y'all have supported him. I only got to serve with him 1 year, unfortunately, but I really enjoyed that year and saw his intellect and love our state and the environmental concerns. So we cherish his membership on this committee and will forever remember. So thank y'all for coming. And now we have a motion.
I would like to make a comment. I put a statement on his memory page and noted that as a new commissioner, he was a mentor as well. So I want you all to hear that also to me, and I appreciate what the guidance that he gave me as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and I noticed the previous ad hoc strategic planning committee that was signed 5 years ago he was chair of that committee. So we got us through till now. Thank you, Sam. So, okay, we have a motion on the table to adjourn. All in favor, raise your hand. Opposed, no. We're adjourned. Thank you all.